The UK's Economic Secretary to the Treasury, Bim Afolami, has said the government's priority is improving the payments landscape and providing regulatory clarity for digital assets and blockchain. And so in this video, we're going to look at why the UK is about to propose clearer crypto regulations and why they have to be done by July. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome again back to Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about a guy called Bim Afolami. He is the Economic Secretary to the Treasury. He's a top guy in the, when I say top I mean high up guy in the British government, and he's basically come out and says that he wants the Treasury to propose clearer crypto regulations, and he wants this doing by July. So as always guys, let's quickly jump straight into this article, see what it's about, see what we can learn, and then we'll comment after. So the UK Treasury intends to present a regulatory framework for crypto assets and stablecoins by July, with the aim of encouraging local innovation in digital assets and blockchain technology. The UK's Economic Secretary to the Treasury, Bim Afolami, has revealed that the government's ongoing drive to lay the groundwork for revamping the country's payments landscape while speaking at the Innovative Finance Global Summit in 2024. Alongside the UK's focus on fiat payment innovation, Afolami highlighted the importance of crypto regulations to remain globally competitive. Speaking of true change, I know that the cornerstone of our position as a world leader in fintech is the delivery of our regulatory regime for crypto assets and stablecoins. Afolami further highlighted the British government's perspective on regulations, which aims to find the right balance between allowing firms to innovate while protecting the consumers. The UK Treasury is working on the final proposals that deal with stablecoin and crypto staking and plans to deliver them by June or July, the minister added. Once it goes live, a whole host of crypto asset activities, including operating in exchange, taking custody of customer assets, and other things will come within the regulator perimeter for the first time. Afolami also announced the formation of an open finance task force during the conference, and the task force will craft a clear set of recommendations, pinpointing the data sets of commercial incentives necessary to drive forward CFIT's SME lending use case for open finance, he explained. From April 26, the UK authorities will be able to retrieve crypto assets directly from exchanges and custodian wallet providers. The law comes into effect after amendments were made to the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act of 2023, which expands the power of the National Crime Agency to confiscate and seize crypto assets the agency suspects are linked to suspicious illicit activities without needing to go through extensive legal procedures. So we're actually seeing the British government in this case make real headwind when it comes to regulations here. Now, I know that a lot of people in crypto don't like the fact that we are going to be regulated. They're very much sort of libertarians and sort of into freedom and think that we shouldn't be regulated at all. And whilst I do think that's the case, the reality, unfortunately, is that if you live in the UK, you will have to abide by the law, and the government, whether we like it or not, creates the laws, and the lawmakers will decide how we behave, and they'll incentivize us to behave in a particular way, and they'll disincentivize us to behave in another way, depending on what they want us to do. That's what governments do in everything basically. And although we like to think that crypto is different, the government won't really see it like that. They'll just see it as another way to make money and skim tax basically off our profits. And that's as much as they're going to see. I think it's in their interest to really learn, and it's good that they're creating new laws and not relying on old laws, because crypto is different in many ways. I just think from a purely tax perspective, I don't think they're going to treat it any different. Like they do with gold. Gold, people can buy gold and it's VAT free, and they can sell gold and it's capital gains tax free. I don't think we're going to get any of that in crypto, but we're not that lucky. But they are going to be creating new laws, and they're trying to get this right, and that's why he's saying, I want it out, I want to make these amendments and I want to get it done by July, because there is a rush. People do need to know, retail, the average UK crypto user and the average crypto business in the UK, we have a right to know, what rules we need to follow, because at the moment nobody really knows. And certainly in America, where there's no rules whatsoever when it comes to crypto, people really don't know. It's really like the Wild West out there. So it's really important that they give us the rules so that we can follow them. Otherwise, we risk breaking the law or we risk breaking any future laws, shall we say, when we haven't done anything wrong, because there's no law to say what we should and shouldn't be doing in crypto, because they haven't created the rules or regulations. So that's really important that they do that. And then we can decide after, is it friendly to crypto? And if it's not, we can move. We can leave the UK, or if it's friendly and we value crypto over that, we can move to the UK, and we'll see. But we'll see what they're going to come out with. I think they're going to come out with a very similar regulatory framework as the EU has done with the MiCA bill, which comes into force this year. But we'll see. Interestingly, at the end of this article, it does mention that the NCA, or National Crime Agency in the UK, and the police have actually been given sort of kind of special new powers through a law that got put through a few months ago, that basically said that if the government wanted to seize some crypto and they were just suspicious that it was, let's say it's gotten through ill gains or illicit activity, they thought that crypto was related to a crime, they can actually go in and just seize it now. Whereas before, in sort of a traditional crime or any other sort of financial crime or any crime really, they would have to get a warrant from a judge, and they wouldn't be able to enter the property until they could, until they wouldn't be able to execute on that warrant until it had been issued by a judge. Whereas it's not the same now with crypto. They've created this new law where they can just be suspicious of it and they can just go straight in and seize it. So they are treating it, and now I don't think that's a good thing, but it is a thing. They've decided to do it whether you think it's fair or not. So things are moving in the UK in a really interesting way, and it's going to be really interesting to watch as it goes forward, especially see what kind of amendments they're going to make before this sort of July deadline that they've set themselves. But that's all from me, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Everything I put out is time sensitive, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.